So today I'm going to show you some tricks on installing a Curt Spectrum trailer brake control module to a 2021 GMC Yukon Denali. And I know there's a couple of how-tos out there for this, but there seems to be some, I think, recent issues, potentially due to supply chain shortages, that has made this even trickier than normal. So originally, the vehicle is supplied with this wiring loom right here and this harness that is supposed to connect to a female harness up under the dash, which then gives you the 4 wires to run your brake controller. And I had gone through all the effort to solder this up to the harness that attaches to the Curt controller. I salvaged this from my old Ford installation and expected to be able to just go plug this in, but then crawl underneath the dash here and start looking around for wires, and well, interestingly enough, I found a low jack that the dealer installed and never told me about. But this harness just does not exist, and this vehicle was built, let's see if we can see here. It was it's September, late September right now. I think this vehicle was built probably August 2021. And anyway, so after searching through some forums, basically other owners are just finding loose wires hanging here. So what I found eventually, and I'll show you this, is just these four wires taped to the back of another wiring loom in the back, and you can tell this is just a real kludge job here. This is just, duct tape sealing off of the end of these. So I don't know if they just ran out of supply of the harnesses here, just said screw it and tape these up. But if you're looking for it, you just got to kind of fish around underneath and look for this white tag that has the instructions and connections for what wire goes where. So this was the giveaway that I finally was able to find this thing after lots of searching. And to try to show you roughly where it is located, it was attached to the main wiring bundle that comes down into the OBD computer here. So if we can kind of look in here, there's a big trunk of wires down in there, and it was taped to the back of this, way in the back, and it almost felt like it was part of this wiring, so it was really hard to even determine. And this tag was tucked up underneath, so I had to fish this out from the back side here. You'll have to cut some tape off of there too, so it's back there. It's just really hidden and damn near impossible to find. So anyway, that's where you can finally get to your wires. Now I need to, because I don't have this nice harness anymore, now I gotta go try to splice into these wires and tap these into the Curt brake controller here and mate these up. And of course, GM's given me virtually no room to work with on the side of this thing. So that'll be my next step to wire in here. But for those who are looking for this, it's buried in there. The one nice thing is if you're installing this Curt, there seems to be just enough space here behind this panel that comes off on the side to install this thing and keep it flush, and it doesn't interfere with it. So I can put this thing right back on top of it, and it works pretty slick. So just a quick refresher for anyone that needs to get at this. First thing you'll have to do is pull this panel off down here. This just pulls right off, just a few snaps that hold it in here, and then this side panel, again, just all snaps. These just rip right off. And then in order to install your controller, you'll want to remove this panel. First, you need to pull a 7mm hex screw out of, hex head screw out of this, and then pull this upper panel off. And there will be another 7mm bolt right around here that you'll have to pull, and then this whole panel comes off. And then pull some of the light and the 4-wheel drive wiring off the back of it. And then in order to actually get at the wiring here, I found it helpful to pull the bottom shroud here off the knee bolster. And there's again a 7mm bolt here, and then there's another one right under here, under the right next to the hood release. And then the rest is all the snaps that just go in here. So you just kind of start pulling this thing out from around the edge. Just be careful that the hood release will still be attached, and there's a light underneath here for the footwell. Just be careful, you can pop that thing free, and then if you push down on the latch here, that'll come loose as well. And then that'll give you a lot more room to get an arm up in there and try to fish that wiring loose. It's pretty tough to do from this angle. I found it a lot easier to come from underneath here. And there's also this carpeted kick panel under here that you can pull a Christmas tree fastener out of. You can just kind of push that down and get that out of the way. That'll help a little bit too. So a few tips and tricks for anyone looking to install the brake controller on this late 21 build Yukon. Probably the same for the Tahoe and the down trim Yukons, the non-Denali's. But yeah, GM's not making life easy for us, and so at least for now, I'm gonna take this nice wire that they supplied with the vehicle and toss it. It's useless right now. Thanks. If you like this, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks.